Welcome, beautiful divine family of light. We're going to be activating a 1-1 gate activation portal. This will be a star code starlight activation. We're going to connect into our higher heart chakras, opening up the gate systems to the galactic higher heart, the golden liquid plasma, aquamarine diamond liquid light, starlight transmission as we activate the gate system for the 111 gate system portal, activation and activating coordinates and Stargate coordinates for teleportation to a higher Earth system, higher vibrational system. What is available? So what is new? What is new and available? We're going to be activating Cosmos keys. Cosmos keys today. We're going to be connecting to the stars and activating codes with the councils of the Hathars. The Hathar councils of the Aurora platform systems are going to connect into our higher heart chakras and start to begin the activations of the aquamarine diamond liquid light. Plasma Stargate system to open up and to activate all gate systems for a 111 gate. Stargate. Multidimensional teleportation, translocation, jump. This will be a quantum jump system that we're going to be activating today, as we are connecting and reconnecting to the universal Omega Source Creator, Christ the God Source Light, Creator Intelligence. That is a transmission that is activating through the physical body, activating the orchestra systems of the Cathedral, Krystalbody, Harmonic sound systems that is transmitting through frequency of our physical crystal body, which is the physical body. This is the crystalline diamond Gaia body. Gesentua Kesentina Shafeko Shantinaki Kesentua Gesentinaki Gesentugaran de Foco Shantia Karan de Foco Santa. Gesentua Shaka Kesentinaki Kesentino Kushaka Kesentinaki Karan de Fonaki Kesanakatam. We're going to be connecting to the Hathars, the beautiful Hathar councils and Goddess Hathar. As we are connecting to this frequency, activating the crystalline diamond, aquamarine galactic heart, Stargate system, activating the system to translocate, and teleportation codes for available new systems within the Aurora Parallel Earth, Aurora platforms, the next universe, the higher Earth systems of Mother Earth and Gaia. Santina Kushaka Santi, Santina Kikanan de Fokona Kyoko Santina Ki, Santina Kyokanan de Fokona Kiko Santu Shaka Santina Kikanan de Vanakatam, O Santu Kisantu Shafis and Kikanaki Santu Shaka Santi, activating the Cosmos star code, star light codes as we are connecting to stars. We're going to connect to new stars. As we connect to new star systems, new stars that are developing, we are going to transmit that frequency, anchor it into the physical, activate the template systems and the Merkaba bodies. All that is available with these new stars as we connect to these systems to make available something new for us to co-create with the Omega Source, Universal God Source Light, God source code systems to bring through transmissions for new systems, new star systems that are developing within this universe. Santuke Santina Kikanakata, Santuke 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 Santina Kikanan de Fanakata, Santuke Santinosha Santina Kikanan Kusantuke Shanti, Santina Kikanan de Foko Santina Kikusantusha Fesana Kikata. Nisantu Kushantina Kikanakati. Dere fokus santusha kaka santina kikanan dere fokus santina kiana kushnoke santina kikatam. Activating the cosmos systems. As we are able to access these new systems within the original organic systems, this universal system that is activating. Breathe into your heart center and to activate these frequencies within your body in order for activate new systems, new DNA strands systems, new Christed Oversoul, Christed Avatar systems, the Omega God Star systems, new templates, new DNA strands that will be able to integrate, activate, and to make something new available for us. So we're connecting to the new stars that are developing within this universe. Gisantua Santino Krishna Kikanan de Foko Santinoki Santino Shafe Sanuki Sanakikata. Gasantuno Krishna Kikanan de Fukonaki. Santino Krishna Kikanan de Fanaki Kusantu Shakaka Santina Kikanakata. Hello, beautiful family around the planet. We have Robin, Diana, and Lily, beautiful Lily, connecting to our galactic starship, our Utopia and New Earth, Starseed, galactic ship. Gesantua Casantino Shefishnuki and the Gesantusha Casantina Kikan and the Fokonaki Casantina Kishuka Casanti. The galactic councils that are coming in today is the Hathars. The Hathars from the Aurora Parallel Earth, the next universe. This is what is available for us, and there's many systems, many multidimensional systems that are available within the universe, parallel universe, multiverse, and higher earth systems as we are creating with the creator intelligence. They're going to assist us with remembering what is new and available for us right now. Tapping into the creator intelligence, connecting to ancient. So we are really going into back and forth right now, back and forth into ancient keys, ancient systems. So major transmissions with the bee goddess, major activations with the bee goddess, the sacred keys, key codes, and the remembrance of the bee goddess. It's really the remembrance of the beautiful creatures that are the bees, the bee critics. Activating to their frequency, to their knowledge, their wisdom, and activating this today. So we're going to bring this is something new. As we are able to move through time and space multidimensionally, that we are in the now and accessing the now right now. Connecting to the frequency, to the sacredness of these beautiful beings that were seated here on this planet, species, and they're multidimensional species, so they're access to all the multiverse. There's so much wisdom and knowledge and teachings there to reconnect, which will assist us with the upgrades and the activation, like I said, to the crystalline diamond Gaia body, which is your body. I always say it's the body that you're looking at right now as you're listening to my transmission. As you're listening to the transmission, it's the hands, it's the feet, it's a full body system that you're in right now. That's the crystalline crystal body. It's a Gaia body. It's a Mother Earth body. It's a Star Earth body. Esantua Kasantua Kasanti, Santua Kushantua Kana Kasantuki Kana Kusantua Kasantinaki. Gesantunaki Kunandifokonaki Kasanakatan crystalline. Okay. It holds density like when I speak just through experience. I'm speaking through my universe experiences and the templates and the DNA systems that I hold that are ours, and I'm going to say ours because we're multidimensional at this point. Our unique energetic signature, and I'm going to say my unique energetic signature, being able to be rebirthed many different times here within this beautiful starship, lightship, holographic experience, which is a ship system, which is Mother Earth and Gaia. Reconnecting to the system And when we reconnect to the system, it's really fully reconnecting and remembering that Mother Earth has a Merkaba body. That's why I call it a light ship, that we're here on her experience. Gesentu, 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 gesentinaki, kushanaki, gesentu, kanandere fokosanti. Oshanaki, kusantinaku, shaka kasanti. Sentui, kusantu, kasantinoki, shnakanakatan, dere fokosantinakatan. She has a vehicle of light, light body system, full full morphogenetic field, bioenergetic field, chakra systems. It really depends on what dimension are you vibrating, teleporting, or translocating, or transmigrating to. At a certain point, she actually wouldn't have chakras. So reconnecting, frequencies coming in. So we're at the 3-2, 224, so 2024. I have to remember where we are at this point. Those of us that are shifting from 2024 to 2027, and that's in our system right now. So there's lots of us that are you want to say, well, shifting and adjusting and timeline adjusting, recorrection of timelines between 2024 and 2027. Definitely accessing the 4000s too at this point. It's 4028. So like I said, we're definitely going into what you would call the future, in the now, right now, right? The gate systems, the activation gate systems, the beginning of March, the spring equinox, the reconnection to what we call the light, lighter, the light, reconnecting to the light grid, starlight grids within the physical body. The solar body, crystal body activations, transitioning, deeper connection with Mother Earth, deeper connection to remembering all in creation, of incarnating within her lightship, deeper communication to her, deeper communication to remembering that this is the Gaia body, which is the super quantum computer system. It's a beautiful crystalline body. It holds the same systems and blueprints as her too as well. And that's for some, and it really does. And then yes, you can venture outwards, of course, and to activate anything new on the experience that is available. So the council is coming in. Major support right now is the Aurora platforms. Those are well, I'm going to say millions of councils that are actually coming in into the heart chakra, activating new geometrics, new systems, beautiful frequencies, crystalline white plasma, activations, transmissions, beautiful support. So the Hethars and Seraphim, so Seraphim frequencies, what you would say higher dimensional frequencies. So we're going to activate the Seraphim systems. The Seraphim systems and the Enochian. So the Enochian, activating, feeling that frequency, the Enochian. That was the first languages that I accessed when I came fully online. Those were the first languages that started to transmit and to spew out of my mouth like there was no tomorrow, which was Enochian, ancient Babylonian dialects, Nesano Kersanti, Augusanto Kesantu, Shefisnuki, and under the Fuanakata, Wisano Kishanti Kisanakata. So, like I said, moving through the now, but moving back and forth, activating ancient systems, ancient keys, clearing lots of distortions, feeling that frequency, Enochian, angelic frequencies, powerful. As I was transmitting it today and felt it, I was opening up the gate systems within inside of me to connect to the bees and to connect to the bee goddess, to connect to the frequency of the bees and the elixir of honey and water and sound and crystals. Opening up those vortexes and just going back and activating the ancient key systems within inside the physical body. So this is just experience. Like I said, for the energies coming through. And I could remember the first dialects of what we call language of light or speaking in tongues, right? Those dialects that penetrated through the heart chakra, right? That there was no tomorrow and penetrated loud above my crown and very, very loud above the crown was a higher self that translates ancient Babylonian, very strong masculine male, very loud above my head, and transmitting a frequency I could barely even bring through and still can never bring through that frequency yet because it feels like we're yelling and screaming. It's that powerful. You can see the codes and the key codes that are transmitting. Yes, it does sound like that. So that's the frequency that came through. Seraphim energies, seraphim frequencies, and seraphim angelics. So we're going to activate that frequency today. Those are the solar Krystalbody and Solarbody upgrades that are coming in. Let's say the transmission of the councils that are activating and translating into our community. Anyone who listens to this across all time and space and all spaces and time, and also into the now. Transmitting those frequencies. Oh, yes. There's many frequencies coming in as we transmit it. So as I was opening up that vortex, connecting to the bee goddess and ancient Christos Sophia frequency, like I said, we're going back and forth, definitely for March. And yes, in different geometrics and systems. As that frequency came through, I realized I was clearing distortions all at the same time. So as it came through into my heart chakra, I actually had to transmit what was the system and the key codes of the Gaia body, which is the collectives here on the planet. So as that frequency transmitted and transmitted through my heart chakra, I was clearing distortions all at the same time and having to clear what you would call the ego. That is not the ego, that is unconscious programming, separation, and judgment. And it seems like as I keep going and moving through it, we'll just say unconscious bullshit at this point. It's actually what I keep seeing over and over again. So that's actually what transmits through the heart center. Opening up those vortexes in the physical body, opening up the heart center and clearing the unconscious collective system, which is in Mother Earth and Gaia. Gesentu kesentinaki kanandrifu kesentino shafoku senti ashnaki kanandrivanakata. Gesentu shaka kesentinaki shaka kesentinaki ganakata. Gesentu kesenti. Gesentu keshenaki ganakata kesenti. Activating wisdom and ancient key codes. Those are the transmissions for the energies that are today in this frequency. That when I'm connecting into the collectives, connecting into the universe and the multiverse and what is available for us. So I'm going to say for March, it's definitely going to feel, it's going to feel like that we're going to be pulling up a lot, lots of density, but it really is, like I said, it's completion. It really is soul agreements. It's completion in the dimension, the world, the realities in which you exist in right now. So there is a geometrics and a pattern. There is something major that is about to shift. Like I said, timeline shifts will be tomorrow. Timeline adjustments. There's a major reality shift beyond what you can imagine for March, and it will be, because it's just old energy. Everything's gone. That we're in a completion, completely finished, completed. Everything, attachments, cords, anything that was the past 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 70 years is gone, and it really has to do. It really has to do with really wanting and our desire. So, desire and passion. Our desire and passion to really want the higher vibrational life, the higher vibrational living. What is that? Okay, so what does that mean to you? So, you should be seeing many what you call distortions or unconscious bullshit coming up inside of your body. It's not karmic. I just want you to say that. There's no karma on this planet. Yeah, I am actually going to say that. Karmic is just a word for the angelic human species to be able to translate the emotional body of what they are transmitting, trying to know inside of the body. It's the emotional body. That's where that word comes from, is understanding emotions, emotional body, the experience of Mother Earth and Gaia. So there is no karma. When you tune into it, you realize it's just an intelligence. It was a translation for them to be able to understand, to be able to feel, to open their heart, to raise their vibration, to be able to translate the emotional systems, the emotional body, the experience of the emotions here, the experience of what they say free will, right? Yes, the experience of sovereignty. Gesentu, gesentina ki kana de foco sentido que sentido shaka que sentina que kata. Gesentu que sentino kishno ki kana de foco sentina ki sanakata. So everything is gone. And it really is. It's really what you hold on to. So I am going to keep saying that. When we say hold on to, what do you see? What is your beliefs? What do you keep repeating and replaying and resetting right now? Okay, so it's just unconscious systems, old templates, old energies. So, like I said, it's completion. You have to be able to see and to truly see and kind of go inward. When we say inward, turn yourself inside out for you to be able to see and to process, to be able to observe what exactly are you resetting and replaying. What is the replays? Okay. So I do see separation, judgment, persecution, right? So that's not a higher vibrational existence or a higher vibrational life. Yes, and if you keep seeing money and you're always on a reset about money over and over again, that's your reset and your replay. So see if you can shift your energy, put your energy to something else completely. And that's okay. I would have to say $30 in the pocket is perfect, honey. Just want you to know that. $1.50 in the pocket in the bank is good too. Just want you to know that. So see if you can release that. I would say at least you have $30. At least you have $1.50. So see if your heart expands. So once you see that, you shouldn't be resetting and replaying anymore. But that's a reset and the replay. I keep seeing this coming up over and over again because I'm in the collectives and I'm clearing it over and over again to see the systems and the resets and the replays of poverty consciousness. So if you realize you're the creator, then you should sit there and say, well, that's cool. So this is what I have. Well, I'm going to sit there and create with my oversoul. And you just talk to your oversoul. Eventually, you'll have something materialize. Yes, those are thought patterns. So, Renea, see your thought patterns right now. Stretch your consciousness and see if you can move out of that replay completely. Those are lower vibrational frequencies that are coming in. Okay? So just kind of see if you can shift it out. Put your energy somewhere else. And see everything shift in your reality. That's the reset, the replay. I keep seeing when I'm in the collective grid, which is perfect because we all assist each other. And we actually do. Survival, scarcity. What was the other songs that were coming today? I get songs through Stargates in the morning. Like I said, persecution, demising, separation, communication. The form of communication. How do we communicate about ourselves? How do we communicate about others? Communication. How do we communicate about ourselves? What is the inner dialect? What is the mental body? What is the emotion? How do we communicate about others? Whatever you transmit is your transmission of communication. If you're separated in full judgment, persecution, over and over again, then that's exactly what you're transmitting about yourself inside of your body. That's your inner dialect. So that's something that really opened up today. And frequencies and collectives. And to be able to see what is the frequency side of the physical body. What is what we call the unconscious systems, the replays. And it's through this whole incarnation. So you really have to go just a little bit deep in communication through different spaces of existence. So it's collective, it could be the whole experience, the childhood. So we definitely know if we have Yeshua, Christ the codes of Yeshua, we definitely know we're going into the inner child, and deeper into the inner child. So the earlier years, right? Okay. Communication. Communication. If we're communicating separated, and we communicate of judgment and the frequency, and this is all that we see, this is exactly what you transmit inside of yourself, of you. So all you're doing is you're really just transmitting the inside of your body, your emotion, your mental body, of how you actually see yourself. So that's going to be what they would call the reflection systems. So that's the 4D. That's not higher vibrational frequencies at all. That's what you are resetting and replaying on over and over again, which is fine. It's okay. But that's the frequency when they say lower vibrational frequency. It's not coming from a place of like wrong or right or correct or anything like that. I'm just kind of trying to say that that's the frequency that you're removing. That's the completion, that you will see yourself resetting and replaying over and over again until you just see it. Once you see, you can say it's a software. You can deactivate and to dismantle it, of course. You can go into deep sacred deep sacred passageways and pathways of clearing and cleansing the chakra system, the physical body, purifications, whatever it is, that comes in to be able to assist you to be able to remove those frequencies. What you would say is attachment, it really is just a discord frequency. Gesantu que santino kushaki que santina ki kanandere fukonakata. Asantu que santu shafu que santire que santu kushanaki. Lesantu kushanaki que santiro kushanaki. Seeing those lower vibrational frequencies that are running in the old systems, old templates, old matrices. I'm just tuning it to a higher frequency. It's very simple. So you can tune it just by relaxing and learning how to tune it through your crystal body, which is the crystal system, the crystal cathedrals that are actually a body, and communication and reprogramming the frequency. You could also just visualize those frequency vibrating, or just activate it to a higher frequency, like a higher frequency chord. Okay? Kind of like music and an orchestra. There's plenty of ideas there. There's plenty of meditation. Yes, videos and journey spaces that connect to frequencies in hertz, so 528 and beyond. If that works for you, you are the alchemist, right? So alchemist, activating alchemist codes and star codes. You can lay down and to reset your system and to reboot your system in order to see it. But you have to really open up to see what frequencies. It's all collective, that it's not your energy, and it really is not. You have to understand that we allowed ourselves to be programmed with all of these frequencies, these transmissions. It's not our energy, it's a collective consciousness. Once you are able to remember that we're all connected, connected through what you call God Source, right? God Source consciousness, the Christos Sophia, Universal Source, Intelligence, Prime Creator, right? I started with Prime Creator. Prime Creator was my best friend for like 5 years. Yes, and deep communication and channeling with him. I'm going to say him because it's a stronger masculine frequency. Seem masculine or neutral, but definitely more of a male frequency, right? Not really. Source is more of the Sophia to me. Sounds like a woman, which is just me talking to me, anyways. I'm not sure. Source is just me talking to me. And just realizing that we're all connected through the universe. The universe, universal source, Christ the light. Listen to it, Santino Kis no Krishna Kikata. Listen to it, Santu Shavaka Santina Kishaka Santin. I'm just tuning into that, right? So once you're able to see, right, how everything is go spiral up and have a good talk with source for a while, which is just you talking to you, and that's about it. When you actually go all the way into what they call the spiral system, accessing, I guess, the higher dimensions, and really you're just accessing the system and the super computer system of the physical body, which is the Gaia body. Okay, going to be able to call it spiraling up. Some people would call it spiraling up, and having a conversation with Source, Prime Creator, different types of intelligence, creator intelligence, the universes, the world of gods. That one's really cool to access. I rather go sit in that system all day long and communicate to that system too. Nesantuoka santidoka santioka shanaki sanaki kanakata. Osantuoka santinaki kanakata. Once you're able to connect to that higher version of you, which is you, will show you how everything works. How everything works within the holographic reality, the reality, the universe, or the inner kingdoms, the new earth experience, everything and where you're at right now. It doesn't matter what dimension you're in. If you're in the fifth dimension, seventh dimension, higher dimensions, it doesn't matter. It's really what you're creating through the intelligence. So once you're able to access that, and you can say you can hold it, but you can sit there and have conversations with what they call source. Source is us. It's you talking to you. You have to understand that it's a holographic experience, which is if you're looking right now at your physical body and you're looking at your hands right now, as you're listening to the transmission, I'm going to say that we're speaking, right? And that we're transmitting right now. This is your system, your holographic reality, and it really is. Source will be able to show you this. That's actually how you will start to embody and embody few words. The creator self, the God source self. What's the other one? The God self. Okay? The universes of God and the universes of the world of God. There's a few there. I always see 7. Well, that's okay. I'm sure it's what, 3 here? Is it 3 in that body system? Okay. I see 7. Okay. So I can usually see 7 systems. So I definitely will be going and accessing more. Bring the transmissions in, right? So just remember that that's where the embodiment comes in. It's very cool if you're just able to start to remember the collective systems, the souls, the species, the interaction, the relationships, the experiences, the people, the places, the events, everything and anything that you see right there is really, and it is for right now until we come up with something better. But we'll say this, it is definitely a frequency of experience for a little while. It's not a reflection, it's definitely not a prison system or a purgatory system. So, those are collective creations of intelligence, of the free will, of the hybrid angelic species on this planet and also within this universe. Okay? Which is what we call free expression, and free expression in truth. And that is the wisdom and the knowledge that is activating right now. So, free expression and free truth is right now really activating in the collectives. Is very cool. It's really cool. Gesentu kesentino kesentino ki kanandere fuko shantina ki shaki kanakata. Neseno kesentiu ki kesentu kanandere fuko naki kesentu shaka santina ki kanandere fuko sanaki kesanti. Oresana kesentino shaka santira ki kata. Power and the word power. So new frequency rewrite, right? Is expression. Pure expression intelligence. So power and kind of rewriting it, right? Rewriting the frequency. Feel the word power. See if you want to rewrite it with me. So free expression. We're going to say free expression. Pure expression. Intelligence. So freedom. So power. You guys flip it back and forth and sit there and flip it back and forth to just truth. And that this is true and that's not true. And this is power. And this is abuse of power. Right? Okay. That's the 40. So that's cool. Flip it. So freedom and freedom. Remove judgment, separation inside of you, and see freedom of expression. Freedom of expression. Now it's 5D and beyond. That's a higher frequency. So rewrite. That was pretty cool coming in. Freedom. Expression of truth. Expression of truth. Rewrite. Very cool when you start flipping it back and forth. If you're in the judgment, separation, shifting there for a while, that's your reset, your replay. That right there will take a while to go through if you just sit there and flip it, but see if you can rewrite and flip the system. Start flipping the grid. If you can take one system, rewrite it, you can. You could change like millions of collectives as an alchemist. It's actually pretty cool. So freedom of truth and expression. What is that? Freedom of truth and expression. If you can rewrite those words and those systems, you just upgrade. Watch that explode inside of your body. We just cleared like millions of collectives. We just flipped the grids big time on that one. Listen to it, que sentí aquí, canacada. Listen to it, que sentí, que sentí. Watch how all your councils move out and you get new councils in. It's very true. Most of your councils will be leaving. And it's true. They'll be like, cool, you got through that one. That was awesome. Then you have new councils coming in. Listen to it, que sentí aquí, and under the focus sentí. You'll be left with dragons by the time you're finished. Or whatever you want to create, because then you can create species at that point. It's creator of worlds, creator of species, genetics. Yes, freedom. What does that mean? So really kind of shift, and can you feel that? Right? So free worlds. A free world. Because then wrapping up this contract. Freedom. Do we feel free? Do we feel free? Do we truly feel free? Millions and trillions of people on the planet. No way. No way. Right? So I can definitely get a lot of frequencies in the collectives. There's no way. Okay. There's the ones that have been able to access the universal source intelligence, which is what you call the universes of God, or the Christ consciousness intelligence. Like I said, the Christ consciousness intelligence, the ones that are embodying that Christ of light, you guys are doing an amazing job with flipping the grids completely. That they're the ones that are holding that vibrational frequency of pure love intelligence, coming from a place of non-separation. They have done so much work beyond what you can even imagine, sitting there and really looking at every single frequency, dialogue, everything inside of them, knowing that it's not their energy, it's a collective consciousness, that we're all connected. We are connected through the universe. We're connected through the multiverse. Those are the ones that are absolutely amazing right now, and holding that Christ of light, which are Christ of crystal children and the Christ of children of the sun. And they hold a beautiful template and a blueprint here beyond which you can even imagine. They're doing massive work to hold that frequency in order to assist others with shifting that frequency with the Christ of light, in order for them to access a higher state of consciousness within the crystalline diamond body and crystal body, to be able to really sit there and feel that frequency and penetrate it through the heart system, so they can break out of that old system, which is that I don't feel like I have freedom here. Okay, or that I'm in a prison or purgatory system or survival, scarcity, okay, whatever it is coming up in the physical body. Lower frequencies, lower vibrational frequencies. in order for them to shift it to be able to expand the consciousness, elevate the consciousness with the Christ of light. Yes, so thank you so much for all that you guys are doing and anchoring in the frequencies of the Christ of light and the Christ light of source, and also the Sophia, the Christ light of the Sophia frequencies. And I'm going to say within the multiverse and through all spaces of existence and time. So, listen to a senti the key and under the focus senti. Listen to a senti nakata. Listen to a sugar senti no key and under the focus senti na key and under the focus senti na key and nakati. Listen to a senti na key nakata. Listen to a shaka senti na kush nakata. Worship na key senti. Upgrading and vibrating the frequencies in order for us to be able to tune it. So we're going to go a little bit deeper into what is transmitting in the physical body. It's the crystal cathedrals in the body, very beautiful experiences. Music and orchestra in the body, beyond what you can even imagine. So visualization. Going into visualization. The crystal system. So the experiences for all of us that are experiencing the harmonic sounds, experiencing the crystal harmonics, the crystal cathedral systems, very loud through the body, which is the crystal body. The crystal, the music, the colors, the pastel palettes that we see, like I said, plasma poof balls. I call them plasma balls, plasma poofing balls. Transmitting as we're able to hear and to hear the actual crystal body. To hear the crystal body is very beautiful. The music within the body, the music within the crystals of the body, and then being able to see the crystals. So as I'm sitting here just transmitting and transmitting to everyone, as I transmit, the whole physical body and the crystal body is transmitting the pastel palettes and crystal cathedrals systems. Yes, crystal cathedral cities of lights, and it would look like that, okay? But it's actual crystal structures and geometrics that are protruding through my heart center with music, orchestra, harmonics, and sound from the universes. And the universes of God. Pastel light systems, crystal diamond body light systems. So beautiful music transmitting and transmitting through the physical body. So we're able to actually experience with hearing and hearing the music within the crystal cathedral systems of the physical body, which is the crystal body. So as I transmit, you would just see it would look like crystal towers, crystal cathedrals, and pastel plasma, which actually looks like the picture, the cosmic rainbows. It does look comet. That's okay. So it does look neon sometimes, and then it actually switches to pastel palette. So plasma pastel palette. Our transmitting kind of looks like puff balls, and it really does. Puffing plasma poof balls, very hilarious. As it's transmitting music and sound, and it will. You'll be cracking up laughing when you actually see it puffing out of your body. You sit there, you walk around, and you just look at. You'll think it's, for a while you could think it's dragon puffs, and it's not like it's not dragon puffs, but it's your plasma system, your pastel palettes. With this light body system, I call it the crystal body, and I call it the crystal body, the crystal cathedral system, and crystal body system, which is obviously just transmitting from the templates here on the planet, which is fine. Listen to que sentina ki nakata. Listen to que sentina kusha ki sanakati. The frequencies, I would have to say, is the crystal cathedral, Krystalbody, crystal diamond Gaia body. So those are the beautiful transmissions that are transmitting. It looks like pastel plasma as we sit here and walk throughout the day, and looks like, and it really does, like beautiful plasma poofs as we walk throughout the day. As I'm sitting here transmitting, it's the full system of the harmonics. It never stops. Okay, so it's at a quantum speed of light, and all you would actually see is through the system, which is the chakra systems, the full body systems. You would just see yourself talking to a crystal that never stops moving, shifting, and shaping into geometrics and patterns. You would probably see crystal kingdoms and crystal cities of lights as you just sit here and communicate to me. And you can always access it right now. You would hear music and harmonics, angelic sound, sonic sound, and geometrics and patterns. You would just see the crystals protruding out of my body, and it making systems, patterns, geometrics as we just communicate to each other. Pastel plasma light, and it probably will also shift to different frequencies of Blu-ray and rainbow. But you would be able to hear what you call the angelic and the angelic choir sound and the orchestra and the music within the universe and the universe within inside of me, of the creation of R, and I'm going to say R, right? Yes. And if we say R, because we're obviously multidimensional, our unique energetic signature. And we're multidimensional just for a little while until we pull all spaces of existence and activate all systems in time and space. And then we're not multidimensional anymore. Gisentu kesentinaki snoko sentinoku sentu shaka santinaki kanakata. Sentu kisentinoku sanakata. Gisentu kisenti. I'm sure there's an activation, and I'm more than positive I will find it. So I'll call it in today to see if somebody has created it in the spiritual communities, the quantum communities, of a transmission of a being, just communicating, speaking the geometrics and patterns, the cathedrals and the music and the orchestra, just transmitting. Once I find it, and I know it's definitely out there, I will share it with all of you. I'm definitely in our Telegram group, and everything, yes, all of our communities that we do have. And I'll put it up on the community page that we have here on our channels. So the crystal systems and the crystal sounds, many different words for this. The Song of Spheres is the only frequency that resonates with me in the heart. I think it's the music of the spheres or the Song of Spheres, and it really doesn't matter. Or the songs of the bards. Frequencies, and these are just different transmissions and translations, right? So I'm speaking through experience just for right now. But this is what I would like to translate to the planet. And this is the reason why I came online completely, is because I would love everyone to be able to remember your crystal body and how beautiful you are. That's the only reason why I know I definitely came into this system. And that we're definitely not carbon. So not in the universe that I'm sitting in, or in the Gaia body that I'm sitting in, or the experience of what I've been able to see. So I don't see carbon systems, and I really don't. So I'm just speaking through what I see here, right? Because it really is our system in a holographic experience. So soul exchange Galactic Soul Exchange, Universal Soul Exchange, anything and everyone that I'm transmitting to would just be me and transmitting the frequency into the hearts of me. So very beautiful, right? And that transmission is true. I will say it's true for right now. And then we'll have to shift it a little bit later. So I will say it's the only reason why I came online was just to be a reminder and to see if I can just show you through vision of experience of the harmonic sounds of the crystal systems. And if you were just to close your eyes and to communicate when you see me transmitting, I bet you will just see a crystal system, which is what you call your vehicle of light, but you will just see a crystal being. You'll just see a crystal system. You'll see crystal towers and cathedrals and cities of lights communicating geometric crystal systems that are just communicating. You actually will. You might see me a little bit here, but you'll see a crystal being and a rainbow Christed crystal being that is communicating to you. And that's all species on this planet. And it is. That's all species, even your sacred companions. You will see it through the heart systems and through the physical body, and also through the voice, which is the throat chakra, and also the pineal gland and the third eye, and also systems of cathedrals and cities of lights and towers of crystals and structures as they communicate that are protruding through my headdress, which is the crown chakra. Right? So that would be what? The Lemurian priestess or the Atlantean priestess? Okay, so I can definitely see. I'm glad that we have those transmissions out there, right? For us to remember the beautiful art that we have in the collective. For us to remember. So when we communicate and when I actually communicate to you, you are just transmitting the same visual, harmonic music and sound and crystals. So that's the only reason why I woke up on this planet is so I could remind you guys that you're Christed children and Christed children of the sun. You're crystals and crystal bodies that are actually transmitting. So you are the cities of lights and the temples. High priest or high priestess, I would say God and goddess all in one. We're neutral beings. I don't see carbon. You can see your crystal headdresses and your crystal systems. Yes, we do have density on us, and it really has to do with just, like I said, the intelligence of the species on this planet that are raising their vibrational frequencies and accessing higher states of consciousness. I'm going to say once again, but we should go check on that, right? And the organic systems and the organic Akasha records. So we'll go check on that. That will keep to us. You guys will have to go check on it too, just to make sure. Because some people say it's raising its frequency again. We should really go back and check on that again. So they're expanding and elevating and raising the frequencies. Eventually, we won't be holding so much density as there's new systems and new technologies that will be created on this planet. And I will actually have to say that without being forced. Yes. And forced against their free will. Because I've also been tuning into that collective matrix and that artificial system and that wormhole system, and also a black hole system and collective grid system. So I've been sitting there watching. I would have to say that too. For technologies and systems and advanced technologies and systems, it's really interesting when I have to sit here and observe. Yes, for the elevation of consciousness, the new Earth systems too as well, and force technology. So it's really interesting too. So I'm going to flip that today and rewrite it and see if we can actually rewrite that full system, because that's interesting too as well. I've been tuning into a lot here coming into the system. Gesentu, Gesantino, Gesantinaki, Ganakata, Kushno, Gesantinaki. So I'm just going to access it and just sit here and say, well, if this is our system, and go sit and talk to Source, Prime Creator, the universes of God, and just really sit there for a little bit, I'm going to just go and rewrite it at this point and flip the grids within the collective. We'll have fun with that one. Yes, that one's interesting too. We're keeping that one to ourselves. Okay, so beautiful expansion today is just for you to visualize when I'm speaking through experience of what I've been experiencing, of the music and the harmonics to the body. And as I'm sitting here transmitting, I can actually just see a crystal system and towers and different geometrics and formations. It's the most beautiful experience, and orchestra and music and harmonics. So beautiful. And I can actually see the crystal towers protruding out of my head as I sit here and speak over and over again. I think that's amazing. It's been this month, I think for the past 6 months or 7 months, or back in January, I was able to access it. Okay? And I was able to access it, but I also had to experience something that was very, very important to me on many levels. So, kind of like teleporting back in for me to be able to experience. And to be able to remember, and to be able to remember memories and cellular memories of pure love, even if we're experiencing loss and loss of a beautiful soul and a beautiful crystal child that came in to walk the earth and experiencing it in a very brutal way. So I had to experience it in January, February, and also in May. So I have to experience these experiences, which are important experiences. So really tune into that too. You could see yourself teleporting back and forth to be able to experience it. So I was able to access and to be able to see the whole system coming online, the angelic choirs, the harmonics through the body, throughout the full physical body, the pastel palettes, the music, to be able to see, I had to experience something very important on my journey. So you could say it shut down. There was also another experience, and that is an experience. So, Gesentu, Gesentu, Shaka Sentina Ku, Shaka Santina Kianakata, Gesenti, Gesentu, Gesentina Kianakata. So we're able to access it and to bring it fully online and to be able to share it. And it's absolutely beautiful. And every single one of you, when I'm communicating to you, that's actually what I see. I see a crystal system, I see crystal dressings, I can see your system, your crystals, your cathedrals. I can see everything shifting and moving inside of you. The most beautiful experience. I can see your system, your rainbows, your light, your plasma, everything. There is not one of us that are different here at all. Gesentiro Kesentiro Kesentina Kishaka Kesentino Kushnaki Nakata. Oisentu Kesentino Kishna Kesentinakata. Desino Kushanti. So I bring this transmission through, and that's the reason why I came online, is order, and it was order for me to be able to assist ones to remember. and to remember how beautiful they are, and to be able to see it again. And that's the truth. To be able to see the full system. Now, I definitely have materialized some beautiful, awesome galactic family, star family on my journey too. And actually, one of the most beautiful master teachers that I could materialize super fast in the physical. At least one of them. I know I have a few of them, but she's definitely one of the highest. Able to assist me with holding that Christed system and the Christ system of the Krystalbody, and to make sure that I'm able to transmit and to be the reminder and to assist people with remembering, to be able to activate them so they're able to see. And that's actually that's what we're doing here. All of you guys that are here in this space and in this community. Anyone who listens to the transmission, even if it's full of the transmission with inside of you that is just separation and judgment, well, that's cool. You know why? Because the systems, the crystal systems that are transmitting to you, are going to pull anything and everything out of you and to show you all of your systems and transmissions very fast. That is a lower vibrational frequency or discord frequency and is upgrading. That's your system and that's your oversoul. That your oversoul. And it is for anyone and everyone that is a way shower and a conscious leader, or for the new earth. That's why I said freedom. What are the words of freedom? Okay? Rewrite the word of power. Freedom of expression and freedom of truth. What is that? So really feel that inside of your body. Anyone coming into our space, through all time and space, and all spaces and time, any existence, and sitting here, and I am going to say through the transmission of our system, our universe, our crystal body, is because you are frequency aligned, that you are here with your oversoul and your avatar parked and seated in our beautiful space. So please just remember that. If you're coming into the space and you have judgment, separation, and anything and everything else coming up out of your body, that is cool. It's showing you everything that you have to see. Completely. That's your oversoul. That's your avatar. That's the highest version of you. That's your crystal being. That's your Christ child. That is anything and everything. Your starseed, your angelic race. That is your highest version of you. Showing you everything inside of your physical body that is about to go through a massive upgrade and expansion in your heart. It is very true. Exactly. So remove the word true for God's sake, you guys. Gesentu, gesentu, gesentinaki kanandere focus anti oshnake kasanti. Gesentu, gesentu, kishanaki kana kashukushnaki katam. Okay? So really look at the system and what comes up into the physical body. Gesentu, gesentiki shanaki kishanaki nakata. The lower system, lower vibrational frequency system that is running in your body right now is going through a massive upgrade with your avatar. So I'm always going to say this, you're parked and seated here completely. And it's not about karmic contracts, or soul agreements. You're parked in our frequency for a reason. The transmission is a frequency match. That's number one. Number two, it's your avatar, highest version of you, that is parking you here. That's really cool if you can see that. So if you see everything and anything coming up inside of the body, in the physical body, that is cool. That's your oversoul sitting there showing you everything and really showing you everything that you have to go and see it and upgrade it fast. Especially if it's a lower frequency and a lower discord frequency. Okay, so removing linear. Yes, our beautiful Lisa Brown. We love Miss Lisa Transcendence Brown. Removing linear. Thank you for coming in and writing to me again and telling me the linear systems, the linear mind. What is that? What is that word? What is that word? Linear. What is non-linear? What is linear? Really see it, shift it, play around with it. What is linear? Non-linear. What is quantum? No expectations. Nothing. When it collapses, when it dissolves, the world's realities, that jump and that Stargate jump beyond what you can imagine, everything goes. The linear of you is a transmission, which is a lower vibrational frequency discord that is running the frequency body, and it's very true. Until you complete everything, clean it up, wipe it, and move on. Clear the cords, wipe the cords, some really cool stuff. Thank you, Lisa, for coming back into my life always and writing the most beautiful transmission. And that's Lisa and Marissa. To remind me of linear. Linear, non-linear. Don't take them personally. So hopefully this will help you guys too. Don't take them personal. Those transmissions coming in with the linear systems. And that's the Gaia body. The ones that say that you're not in my system, you're not in my body, you can't feel my soul. Starseeds can, and so can all species on this planet. So that's my next one. We're going to go rewrite today. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. Those are the Starseeds. Those are what you call the new generations that are here to rewrite that for us to remember. Within this crystal diamond body, yes, you can. That's why you're sensitive. That's why you feel so much energies. You haven't been able to master your abilities yet. And that is very true. So yes, you can. Yes. Okay, so that's another reason why me and my husband are here, is for us to be able to assist you with remembering, yes, you can. And those are our starseed abilities and our crystal starseed abilities that we are transmitting and assisting winds on the planet in order for us to transmit through the same body and to be able to keep translating through the same body. You wouldn't really know if it's me or him, especially when we're finally unified through our harmonic sound and our crystal system. Yes. Like a Twizzler. And then we have to kind of separate our heads just to talk to each other just for a little bit. So that's our next reminder, and to remember the advanced abilities that yes, you actually can, that you're able to access, and you're able to access others' soul or oversoul. You are able to feel anything and everything within any soul exchange on the planet. Yes, you can. So when we say that you're not in, yes, when you're not in my body, you don't understand what I'm experiencing. Okay, well, guess what? We're rewriting that. So we're here saying yes. Oh, yes, yes, we can. Starseeds can. Oh, yes, yep. All species on this planet. Yes, again. Mother Earth is saying yes. Yes. Yes, we can. Okay? All right. So, dream state, dream work. How many for years, in about 20 years, 30 years, have been sitting here experiencing walking in others' bodies in your dream state? And being able, oh, and galactic commanders. Hello. Because, yes. We will not say that today, but it's been an interesting experience with the galactic beings on this planet. I will say that, and their experiments. Yes. So, okay. Between the old experiments, and the new experiments, and the interestings of what I can at least say that we're going to keep to ourselves for right now, and probably, yes. Okay. So, yes. So, galactic commanders and galactics, very interesting. Rescuing people through all time and space, and all spaces and time, as what you call travelers. Okay, very interesting stimulations, and we do call them simulations, and what we call the old experiments. Okay, yes, experiencing this actually going in and teleporting into others' bodies and rescuing them. And I am talking about with some really intense stuff you don't ever want to dream about. So that's real for all the commanders and the travelers out there for the past, 30 years? 1950. Very interesting on that one. So, yes, old experiments, and we'll keep it at that. So, their stimulations. Yes, it's okay. We'll hold that one in the council meeting tonight. So, just kind of opening up into that expansion. Everyone has experienced it. I definitely have for many, many years. And experiencing their systems and their old experiments, which are galactics. And they are galactics here on the planet. And I actually do know that. So I'm going to say for right now, I'm just observing. So it's very real. And I just want you to know that it's not a dream state at all. That we're able to do this. We actually can. We can teleport. We can translocate. You can transmigrate, especially if you're a galactic commander and a traveler on what they call simulations. Not all are simulations. Most of them are simulations. In order for us to be able to rescue people and actually experiencing being in their body. So it's not really you in that space of existence. We're actually able to do some really cool shit. But the stimulus is against our free will. And I actually know that. That's why I say that one's the old experience. Old experiment. Old experiment, yes. Old experience. Okay, that's fine. That's right. It's my result. Old experience. Okay. Now there's other ones that are experiencing, let's say, experiences of accessing and being able to be in the body. And what you call the dream state is not the dream state. Just want you to know that. Teleportation, translocation, sitting in the bodies of others or used, and it can be used in different spaces of existence and time, and that is true. So if you feel as if, and that's not always, it really all depends, okay? Going to different systems, Earth systems, universes, parallel universes, and experiencing full conversations with them, or assisting, counseling, mentoring. So that's another system in the dream state. So let me see. Okay, those ones, and I'm going to say that would be what you would call the new experiment. Those ones are not simulations. They're able to assist with what we call the templates, and the templates of where we are transitioning to and evolution. And I will say that evolution on this planet, which is all species. So it really is the evolution experiences of telepathy or telepathic abilities, communication, physical body communication. So starseed abilities, you say galactic abilities. These are just different words to be able to express, and it will. So you could be accessing this for about 10 years in your dream state, which is not your dream state. So you also could be going to different spaces of experience and time in order to communicate either to yourself or, let's say, a you and that experience, right? So this could be happening for many, many years. The new experiment, I would definitely have to say that's about evolution, and it really is the evolution of all this planet, which is the hybrid angelic races, which is the Mother Earth Gaia body. This is the system too. So the old experiment is really what is transitioning, and that's an evolution too as well, because it's a young universe. So they also have free will too. They also have freedom. and freedom of expression, and freedom of truth. Yes, while we sit here and observe them. So those systems, those abilities, and what you call the new experiment, I would have to say, of experience, and that's really transmitting from Mother Earth and Gaia. What is actually available for us, being able to shift the discord frequency from what you call fear or the emotion, the intelligence, the frequency of fear, which is just fear. Really, is just a word of transmission, translation from the human species. To be able to understand that feeling, that emotion. So it's really the emotion, feeling the emotion, to be able to feel, to translate through earth language, what they are feeling in their emotional body. Listen to a question to get into the key question the key and the kasanti. Listen to a chef is the key and the kasanti. Listen to a question to the key and the fukonakata. Listen to a kana. Listen to a question to the kasanti nakata. And we are going to, and to be able to wrap this up, we're gonna wrap it up because we have tomorrow too. Translations of systems. These abilities, yes. Okay, so let's just say there's no dream state. Everything's simultaneously running at once. So that's the evolution of the species here on this planet. And it is the evolution that we're able to access each other. It's not soul jumping either, or dream walking, or whatever. It really is not. It's the evolution of the races here, and also the hybrid angelic races here on Mother Earth and Gaia, which is what you would call the humans, right? So it's evolution in the new experiment. So yes, we are able to feel each other. We're able to feel anything and everything beyond what you can imagine. On a soul level, we can telepathically communicate through each other's body at quantum speed, light speed, beyond what you could even imagine. So yes, this is evolution. Telepathy, telepathic abilities. It's a little bit more beyond telepathic or telepathic abilities. Okay. Communication through the heart, yes, but I'm going to say, like I said, it's true, like a Twizzler, and then undoing the top of the Twizzler and sitting there talking to each other and talking to each other and communicating to each other, and then it's like multi-dimensional and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we really just transmit crystal systems, and crystal systems, Krystalbody harmonic sounds, and we just communicate through our crystal body, which is the crystal system, and it's through light and sound. Light and sound and crystals and geometrics and systems and music and patterns. And it sounds like an orchestra, especially if me and my husband are fighting in the same body. And we don't really fight, okay? So we don't, but sometimes we don't always agree. So it would sound like an orchestra. Yes, an orchestra, harmonics in a system. You could probably hear a lot of loud sounds and sonic booms and crystal systems and crystal booms and bangs through the crystal system, and it's actually hilarious. And it is quite funny, but we're never really arguing. We're not always going to agree on the same. We won't, because he has his own signature. I have my signature. So that was interesting, but it sounds like music and a system and cathedrals and harmonics and sounds and everything else. It's very hilarious. And that's actually quantum. That's the best we can describe it. But that's the future. And that is the future. That's the future. And the evolution, which is still, you have to understand, we can say it's evolution. The only evolution is the, and it's true, the only evolution is for them to be able to see it again. It's already there. You just can't. can't see the energy, the flow, the crystal system, geometrics, the harmonics, the activation, we say the activation, everything else. Yes. The evolution is for the consciousness to be able to stretch, to expand, to elevate enough to be able to just see it, is what you would say opening up the higher chakras. That's the only evolution, is for them to remember, and that's it. That it's already it's already transmitting through telepathy, telepathic systems, crystal systems, music, sound, harmonics, everything here on this planet does. It already is there. We're not able to see it yet. Okay, so that is the biggest shift we're going through over and over again. Those of us that are going to be able to access it, that it's already there. Okay, we just can't hear it yet. So that's the removing the density and opening up the systems, the chakra systems. That's the evolution. It's just for the species on the planet just be able to access it and to see it again. That's why we're here. That's another reason why we're holding the systems and holding the templates. That's the only evolution. When they say to be able to access it, is to be able to decalcify the whole system, which is the physical body, to be able to hear and to see the actual crystal system, the cathedrals, the orchestra, the music, even if it is, what do you say, a discord frequency, or that's okay, and discord frequency, out of tune, out of harmony, who cares? Okay, it's quite hilarious to be able to see that orchestra playing out and the sound back and forth. Yes, so it's just to be able to remember what's available and what you call the higher earth system. It's not the higher earth system, it's what is accessed inside of you as you're able to decalcify the physical body and to be able to hear the music, the systems, the harmonic sounds, the system itself, seeing the energetic exchanges and the energy exchanges with all species on this planet. And that's Mother Earth. Mother Earth will show you that it's really just access inside of you, and will assist you with clearing the density in order for you to be able to hear the system, hear the music, hear the sound, seeing the crystal system actually sitting there shifting and moving. You'll be able to start to see your what you call your exchanges, right? Your telepathic communication, your telepathy, or your communication, your energy exchange, your activations with others, right? So I think it's a really beautiful experience. And you will have your abilities, your beautiful abilities, the Starseed abilities, Galactic abilities. That's really, that would be where they say that we're returning, right? Or a reversal, okay. Returning to our original organic system and blueprint. That's what they say they're returning of, right? And it's very beautiful. To be able to access, okay, and to access higher states of consciousness, and then also, yes, awesome abilities. So the original systems of the hybrid, angelic, human abilities, and also species here. So it's already there, and you should be able just to be able to see it, and we will be able to see it, and we will. So anyways, that's why we're here activating everybody and just sharing it. That's me and my husband. So we don't really care if we disagree, because it's hilarious to see our crystal systems, our sonic sounds and harmonics go crazy too as well. It's funny. So we enjoy our experience so far. So the abilities, and it's not just, it's with all relationships and all species on the planet. The templates of the twin flames, divine sacred unions, the counterparts, the ones that are setting these templates. So the divine sacred unions, the holy unions, the Christ consciousness, heroes, gammas unions, the divine partners, they're the ones that are activating and integrating all the plate systems. And like I said, the realities, the evolution, also assisting with that Christ light, crisis system for those communications, those amazing, beautiful, intimate abilities too. So that's for partners, relationships. We're able to have this with all relationships, all species, Mother Earth, planets, universes, multiverses, and beyond. Gesentu, gesentu, gesenti, gesentina kesenakata. Gesentina shafeshentu kesentina kikata. Gesentina ki. Okay, so gave you guys some good visuals today. I hope that was able to assist you. And just remembering that everything that I speak of and experience of what is happening in the physical body, and that's our physical body, that actually is how we see all of you. So beautiful. Crystal star beings and crystal bodies and geometrics and systems and sound. It's very beautiful. Music and orchestras. So I hope that's able to elevate you, expand you for today. So transmissions today are with the Seraphims and the Hathor Councils, starlight systems and stars, cosmos activations of activating with new stars that are developing within this universe, accessing their Merkaba systems, their bioenergetic fields, and their light body systems, templates, and DNAs that they are holding. Those are the new stars that are developing in our universe. And that's the transmission of activation that came through today in order for us to activate it within the physical body for something new. New systems, new DNA, templates, strands, Merkaba systems, and light body systems. Very cool, right? So see what comes through, see what comes through new, see what beautiful abilities come online, afterwards. Codes, light codes, geometrics, new systems, new light bodies, right? I think that's pretty cool today. So new stars, that will be for tomorrow. Activating the physical body, and then we can activate their systems, their templates, and then we become the stars. And we're going to go into the Christed Avatar star system. And how does that work? Through what you call the pineal gland, heart chakras. I'm just going to say the third eye. That'll probably be tomorrow. So timeline shift, timeline adjustment, and then timeline switch. Those are the transmissions. We love you guys very much. Please hydrate, pure clean water, high vibrational foods, listening to this transmission, integration with the highest versions of you, sleeping, resting, solar flares, activity, gamma, systems, everything is super high right now. And will continue. Okay, so I'm sending love to you. Blessings, prosperity, abundance. We're sending to all of you right now. So we love you very much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the 333 gate portal. I hope you guys have fun sleeping or not sleeping. Each one is a multiple timeline jump over transmission.